His chef hands are so strong that he can touch fire without feeling pain, because he can no longer be hurt. At that moment, a boat approaches the island, and Slowik realizes Margot used the radio. The staff immediately cleans all traces of blood from everyone, and Slowik makes a threat: if the guests ask for help, then an innocent man will die. Coast Guard Dale enters the restaurant and asks what the problem is, but nobody dares to speak. Then Dale notices George and asks for an autograph because he's a big fan of Dr. Sunshine, so George pretends to give him one. When Dale is about to leave, he discovers the piece of paper actually says "help us" and takes out a gun, ready to defend the guests that now are brave enough to speak. Dale keeps the gun on Slowik for a few seconds, only to suddenly turn around and point it at the candle on Margot's table, revealing it's just a lighter shaped like a gun. Dale isn't a Coast Guard, he's another member of Slowik's staff, and now he can return to the kitchen. Slowik's very disappointed in Margot for having betrayed him and declares her to be as bad as the other guests. Margot remembers what she saw in the house and decides to take a risk. She suddenly claps to get Slowik's attention, announcing that she doesn't like his food and that she would like to send it back. Slowik falls for Margot's manipulative tactics as she points out all the dishes were an intellectual exercise rather than something to enjoy. She's still hungry, so she wants to eat a proper cheeseburger, not some fancy deconstructed poop. For the first time in the day, Slowik smiles and accepts to prepare a traditional cheeseburger with fries for $9.95. All the cooks watch with fascination how happy Slowik looks preparing a traditional cheeseburger, which he presents to Margot with pride. Margot gives it a bite and approves of the taste, but she also thinks it's too much for her to finish and asks for the rest to go. Slowik's still in a trance, so she does as he says, and once Margot has her bag, she leaves a $10 bill and leaves the restaurant. On her way out, Margot hesitates because the others are still in danger, but Anne tells her to go with a gesture. While Margot makes it to the harbor and escapes on the boat Dale left behind, Slowik reminds everyone it's time to pay. The cost is $1,250 per head under a no-tip system, and everyone gets a bag of goodies that includes one of Doug's fingers. Everyone hands their credit cards, and a moment later, Slowik announces it's time for dessert.